Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at the results of my Kanto starter raid day and see what happened here. So unfortunately, Blastoise was, I don't know what was going on with it. It's a little bit tanky this time around, so we're not able to duo that this time. But it's a little unfortunate. We didn't want to waste time and, trying over and over again. We wanted to hit as many as possible. This Gligar here, pretty nice. I caught this last night right before I went to bed. Not bad. Not bad at all. So I wasn't able to actually find myself one of those when the event did start. So let's go ahead and see how many shinies I did find. I started off in the beginning of this event with about 5 TMs and I was able to get a whole ton. So I was recommending you go for the Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, basically the tier 1 or the tier 2 raids, and kind of avoid the tier 4s. I mean, you can go for them. You can get a ton of Stardust as well as candies if you do pine at them. Also, that guaranteed charge TM, folks. So if you were not aware, and you did not see my video or the announcement from Niantic, they're giving you a guaranteed charge TM for the tier 4 raids. Not just for this event, but this is just a solid thing that is going to be permanent now, I suppose. So I was even getting 2 and even sometimes 3 charge TMs. So we'll be taking a look at all of that. Now going ahead and going into this Venusaur here. Now we did have cloudy weather, so the Sludge Bomb is nasty. It is boosted and it does a ton of damage. Now you could use Metagross, but if you went with the Metagross team in cloudy weather, I don't think you're actually going to be able to duo it even with Zen Headbutt and Psychic. So we started it off with our Mewtwo's here. And then we put an anchor at the end, a Metagross, because like I just went over, that Sludge Bomb is hitting hard. We could dodge everything, but just say we didn't, and we just wanted to continue on. Those Mewtwo's will be fainting. We didn't want to relobby, so we put that nice anchor at the end. And I threw in my Chandelure because, why not put a Chandelure in there? I don't have a full team of Psychic or Psystrike Mewtwo's. I could make one, but I just don't, have one. And then I put in my Shiny Metagross at the end here with Bullet Punch and Psychic, and it also has Meteor Mash. So taking a look at the rewards, I did get a Charge TM out of that, 4 rare candies, and I got a decent amount of rare candies. It wasn't coming in like crazy, but the TMs were fantastic. I'm up to, we'll take a look at how many I did collect here. And we have our shiny, folks. Let's go. That is my first tier 4 raid of this event, weather boosted, and the IVs aren't bad. The only downfall of getting these shiny during this period is the fact that you cannot get a community day move on it. So, it's cool that I found a shiny and I'm stoked. That's awesome. Venusaur, my home gym. This was my home gym of all places. But, we all know that Frenzy Plan is going to be performing a whole lot better. Now, going and take a look at one more Venusaur here. I'm going to speed this up quite a bit. And much appreciated to Scarlet Witch, herself and me. We did go around and duo these. And then my son was riding with us. He has no interest in this game whatsoever. Not at all. All right. And so here we go. Again with the Psychics. And this is going to be a Petal Blizzard, I do believe. Oh, no, it's another Sludge Bomb. Yep, another Sludge Bomb. We're also going to be taking a look at some Charizard Duos. So you can solo that if you do have Rampardos and you do have partly cloudy weather. Unfortunately, like we've been over, we had cloudy weather. So it's not going to be a go for that solo, unfortunately. So we went in there with the Rampardos and just destroyed it. It's nothing special, just getting it over with. You wanted to do as many of these as possible. You could take some time to do a cool duo or a unique solo or something like that. And I also forgot to do the Bellsprout versus Bulbasaur. Yeah, unfortunately. Maybe next time. So we did get a Charge TM as well as 4 rare candies. Looking good. Is it going to be shiny? Not this time. Alright, you can't win them all. Alright, so moving on to the next one here. Kind of just skipping past the whole attack part. I'm just going straight to the rewards to see what we have going on. And we're going to be always collecting those raspberries, of course. We got 2 Charge TMs. Let's go. A King's Rock that I don't need. I'm actually going to be tossing quite a few of those evolution items here in just a moment because, they kind of stacked up during this event. I have all the evolutions that I currently need. You do want to hold on to these in the future in case, whatever happens. You just want a few lying around. And not going to be shiny on that Venusaur, but that's all right. At this point, I mean, it'd be great to catch more of those final stage evolutions in their shiny, especially seeing that Charizard on the screen. But what am I going to do with it? We're going to have the community day here in a couple of days, and you'll be able to make a shiny Blast Burn, Hydro Cannon, or Frenzy Plant, whatever starter. So anyways, taking a look at this with the Rampardos. It's just going to absolutely destroy it. We've all seen it. The DPS for Rampardos Rock Slide and Smackdown outpacing every rock type Pokemon by far. And we're going to actually put in my Rhyperior in another duo here, just so you can see how long it does survive. So the Rampardos, yes, is putting off a lot of damage, but the only downfall to it is it's kind of, very glassy, so it can't really take hits. As you can see, it just about took it out in one shot with the Fire Blast, as opposed to the Rhyperior, it is going to just barely tickle it. And you'll be able to continue on with Smackdown and Stone Edge, doing a good amount of damage, and then hitting Surf if you need to before you faint out, in which I do. Alright, so we take that out at a decent time. No rush, no speed runs, just getting these over with. Okay, we got our berries, of course, and then we got our Charge TM guaranteed. Potions, great. 4 rare candies, and a Dragon Scale. I was liking this a lot. If you had a star piece on, you will be accumulating a ton of Stardust doing these tier 4 raids, as well as just completing them and getting that dust. And then if you do have a lucky egg on, you'll be getting more XP. Now, look at that, a shiny Charmeleon. So yes, I backed out of that because I wanted to catch the whole going into it. So yeah, the shiny Charmeleon, very nice. So what I'm looking for personally is not the best IV starters that I can get, because that's not necessarily what I want. I'm looking for PvP stats personally. So possibly the shiny Charmeleon could be for a trade, but we'll see how it works out. Let's see what the IVs do look like on this thing. All right, cool to find a shiny, right? It's always a good feeling. All right, so moving on to the next one here, taking a look at the end of this Charizard, and let's go ahead and look at my items too, and to see what we have. We have 20 Charge TM, so I was able to accumulate 15 during the 3-hour period in which I did participate the whole time, and my rare candies are looking great, past 500, and since they did go back to the old ways for the legendary raids, I'm going to be doing those yet again, because I did stop raiding legendary raids. I was done. I just stopped altogether. If they're going to nerf rewards like that, like they did in the past, what is the incentive for me? Terrakion is cool, sure, but I can just use my passes and going for the duos for the tier 4 or the solos in tier 3 and just accumulate more rewards. But since they reverted it back, smart move. Money talks, guys. They're like, thank you for your input. Not trying to mock them, but it's just like, well, I mean, I wonder what they're looking like for the numbers as far as how many people were doing raids, because I know they can see that. Probably took a big dip when they did retreat those rewards. And take a look, shiny Ivysaur. Let's go. We are hitting the jackpot today. Weather boosted at that. So pretty neat. I could probably power this up for the Great League, I suppose. But let's go ahead and take a look at the IVs. I do have a ton of Sinnoh Stones, and I have 6 Unova Stones. I have thrown away about 50 Sinnoh Stones, okay? And if you're wondering how to get those, you can battle your team leaders once a day for a possible Sinnoh Stone. You can also PvP people and receive up to 3 rewards total in a day. You can't do, battle all day long and keep getting rewards. Sometimes it glitches, though. Let me tell you, sometimes it really does glitch and you get extra rewards. I don't know if that's because the person you're battling, if you're doing a long distance battle with somebody who's above a specific friendship, and their time zone changes, and then you start receiving new rewards, because it's happened to me many times. So, and the Venusaur is not shiny. All right. So moving on to the next Venusaur here. I don't know what's going on here. There was just a ton of Venusaurs. The Blastoise weren't around too much, which I'm happy about, because the duo wasn't happening. It was not because we didn't have the Pokemon. It just simply wasn't happening. The thing, I don't know if they changed the numbers for it, but because Scarlet Witch and myself came close last time, there was just only one complication. We ran into a snag in the game, basically. And if that didn't happen, then we would have duoed Blastoise when they were here before. And so we wanted to give it another try. And the reason why we didn't go after another Blastoise is because that was like the last Blastoise of the event, and we were both busy. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. If you duoed Blastoise, let me know. And if you have a video to show it, then that would be great for this event, not in the past. Going up against the Charizard here, we're going to be using our Rhyperior. And there we go. Let's see that Rhyperior on the rise like we've been talking about. The thing is just absolutely amazing. I don't think people sleep on it, but they don't just really realize the potential behind Rhyperior, especially with that Surf. It's amazing. So it's good for raids and it's good for PvP in specific situations. We've been over how weak it is to grass 4 times as well as water. It's really unfortunate for that situation, but other than that, it can be great. So back in with the Rampardos here and taking out that Charizard. Let's see what we have going on here for the items and possibly a shiny, 1 charge TM, of course, and then we have the rare candies. So yeah, I hope everybody had a good time and found a shiny. Tell me what you were able to find during this 3-hour raid period, if you were able to get yourself a fully evolved starter shiny on the screen, because that's unheard of. This is the first time we've seen it, so it was really enjoyable. For the people who didn't get one, I'm sorry. Hopefully you'll have better luck in the future. And this one's not going to be shiny here. And then we're going to be moving on to the last few here. So thank you for watching, trainers. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And I do have my tournament later today, so I'm very interested to see how that turns out. I've been practicing on and off. I haven't really been going hard, but actually I guess that's a little bit of a lie, because I kind of stay up pretty late battling people. So yeah, I actually have put in practice. Anyways, so I'm excited to see how that turns out. Taking a look at this one here, Chandelure laughing at Venusaur as it shrinks down to its normal size. And we're claiming 4 more rare candies and 2 fast TMs, as well as a charge TM and an upgrade. So I did toss a few of those as well, because we don't, you know, if you have all the evolutions, you may want to hold on to the upgrades. You may want to hold on to Dragon Skills. I'm going to make a video in the future that's going to talk about why you may want to hold on to those for something. We'll get more into that in another time. So I really hope Niantic does bring out more of these 3-hour raid days. I really enjoy it. It's a good time to accumulate items and just go out and do as many raids as possible. So say you're busy quite often, these 3-hour periods are going to enable you, if you're free, to just go out and do as many as you can, accumulate those items, and you're done, right? Anyways, yet again, thank you for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.